Hello! Happy Pride Month! Now to kick off Pride Month, I thought I could do a book review on the book I read, I think it was back in March, but it's a memoir of a transgender journey coming out. Now this book was unique because it wasn't just a memoir on one person, it was a family memoir. So there were chapters written by Jeremy, as well as his mother, his father, his siblings. So it was everyone's experience that you're hearing from in this memoir, which I think is a great take. So this book is called Never a Girl, Always a Boy by Jo Ivester, who is Jeremy's mother. Now she's author, written other books before, and came to Jeremy to write this book. But again, it's so unique having chapters from family members just to say, I mean, basically what they thought of everything, how they were coping, their feelings. Quite unique. I really liked that aspect. Most memoirs is only from one person's point of view, which, I mean, it's a memoir, but also it would be their view, but a little biased. You don't know what everyone's really thinking. And it really outlines that in chapters, because you would hear Jeremy's point of view of a situation, and then the next chapter could be, say, from the mother's point of view, or the father's point of view, or brother's point of view, where it's saying what they thought. So it'll be Jeremy being like, oh, they were being insensitive, they didn't know what was happening, but then say the mother being like, about how she was asking so many questions because she was curious. Not that she was being like, well, why would you do that? That's weird. It was just like, oh yeah, why are you doing that? That's interesting. Tell me more. So it was kind of, I don't know, fear-based, I guess. It would be scary to come out for sure. Anyway, I'll read the synopsis of the book, which, again, I don't have the physical book. I was reading it, a digital copy from Hoopla, which is the library's online portal. But see if your library has a Hoopla, because they're amazing. Anyway, Never a Girl, Always a Boy by Jo Ivester. Jeremy Ivester is a transgendered man. 30 years ago, his parents welcomed him into the world as what they thought as their daughter. As a child, he preferred the toys and games her society view as masculine. He kept his hair short and wore boys' clothing. They called him a tomboy. That's what he called himself. By high school, when he showed no interest in flirting, his parents thought he might be lesbian. At 20, he wondered if he was asexual. At 23, he surgically removed his breasts. A year later, he began taking the hormones that would lower his voice and give him a beard. And he announced his new name and pronouns. Once a Girl, Always a Boy is Jeremy's journey from childhood through coming out as transgender and eventually emerging an advocate for the transgender community. This is not only a Jeremy story, but also that of his family, told from multiple perspectives, those of the siblings who struggled to understand, the brother they once saw as a sister, and of the parents who ultimately joined him in the battle against discrimination. This is a story of acceptance in a world that is not quite ready to accept. I'm sure you noticed part of the synopsis said it's called Once a Girl, Always a Boy. The interesting part of this book is it does on the cover say once a girl, always a boy, but once is crossed out and never is written above it. So I guess depending on how you're looking at it, it could be hard to tell what the title is, but I do believe it's Never a Girl, Always a Boy. And this book has won many awards, which, as it should, it was very good. Just the uniqueness of it, the perspectives, hearing, honestly, the journey since birth, since it was the whole family's perspective. Jeremy is the third child out of 4, so I mean, you get the older siblings' perspectives as well as the parents of him growing up. and then the family as a whole, their perspectives as well, which was quite unique. Another thing very topical about this book at the moment, Jeremy is from Texas, which, as we know, a lot is going on in Texas right now regarding the LGBTQ+, let alone transgenders. So, as the synopsis says, he does get into advocacy, and a lot of that is coming from originating in Texas, how he's had to move before to feel more comfortable going to a state that's more accepting of transgenders, gay, everything like that, just basically to feel comfortable, to be able to live, to fit in. But it's a great read. I do suggest it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was a little slow to get into at first, but I really liked the way they set it up, because it really was from birth until, well, current, or at least from when it was published. So you do get like a play-by-play of Jeremy's life and how everything happened, which is quite unique. It also gives some family background as well. Points of views from like grandparents, stuff like that. Yeah, I do suggest Never a Girl, Always a Boy by Jo Ivester. I'll most likely do some more book reviews this month, get some Pride reading done. I am on vacation this week, so I got time. So, I hope y'all have a great day. Enjoy this beautiful weather, and we'll see you next time. Bye.